As the first pope from Latin America, the Argentine Pope Francis cast a bright light on Catholicism in the Southern Hemisphere and the unique cultural identity of the Church there.
Los bendiga Dios Todopoderoso, el Padre, y el Hijo, y el Espíritu Santo.
The first pope to visit the Amazon in 30 years, Pope Francis broke a pattern of visiting the peripheries by focusing the attention of the world on an area of the world that boasts about 182 million Catholics, or 13% of the global Catholic population. The 23 Cardinal Electors from the Caribbean, Central and South America represent a region that makes up over a fourth of the world's total Catholic population, and they make up a fifth of the total body of eligible voters, the second largest bloc after the Europeans. They come from 13 countries: Argentina, Brazil, Chile, Colombia, Cuba, Ecuador, Guatemala, Haiti, Mexico, Nicaragua, Paraguay, Peru, and Uruguay. These Cardinal Electors bring both numbers and influence to the conclave, especially influenced by Pope Francis, who chose all but 3 of their members. Brazil and Mexico have the largest Catholic populations in the world and have 7 and 2 Cardinal Electors respectively. In Brazil, Cardinal Paulo César Costa, Archbishop of Brasília, at 57 is the youngest cardinal in Latin America. He's followed by the 66-year-old Franciscan Cardinal Jaime Spengler, Bishop of Porto Alegre, who has enjoyed a meteoric rise among the Latin American bishops and currently serves as the president of the Latin American Episcopal Council. Cardinal Sergio da Rocha, 65, the Archbishop of São Salvador de Bahia, raised eyebrows in 2021 for celebrating a Mass to commemorate what he called the victims of transphobia. Franciscan Cardinal Leonardo Ulrich Steiner, Archbishop of Manaus, 74, is the first cardinal from the Amazon region and is considered one of the most progressive prelates in South America. Other Brazilian cardinals include the 74-year-old Cistercian Cardinal Oreni João Tempesta, Archbishop of São Sebastião do Rio de Janeiro, Cardinal Odilo Pedro Scherer, 75, Archbishop of São Paulo, and Cardinal João Braz de Avis, 78, the Prefect Emeritus of the Dicastery for Institutes of Consecrated Life and Societies of Apostolic Life. In Central America, 2 cardinals represent Mexico. Cardinal Carlos Aguiar Retes, 75, Archbishop of Mexico City and nicknamed the Mexican Francis, is rumored to have a similar pastoral emphasis without clarity on church teaching. Cardinal José Francisco Robles Ortega, the 76-year-old Archbishop of Guadalajara, is known for his staunch opposition to abortion. The second largest group of Latin American cardinals is from Argentina, with 4 electors elevated by Pope Francis, and includes Cardinal Vicente Bocalic Iglich, 72, Archbishop of Santiago del Estero, and Cardinal Mario Aurelio Poli, 77, Archbishop Emeritus of Buenos Aires. The 66-year-old Jesuit Cardinal Ángel Sixto Rossi, Archbishop of Córdoba, was a friend of Pope Francis for nearly 50 years. The most prominent of the Argentine cardinals is another Francis protégé, Cardinal Victor Manuel Fernández, 62, prefect of the Dicastery for the Doctrine of the Faith. Fernández was one of the late Pope's closest collaborators and was brought to Rome by Francis after years of serving as his ghostwriter for such major papal documents as Amor Laetitia, the 2016 Apostolic Exhortation on Family Life. Other countries with 1 elector each include Cardinal Fernando Natalio Chomalí Garib, 67, Archbishop of Santiago, Chile; Cardinal Luis José Rueda Aparacio, 63, Archbishop of Bogotá, Colombia; the Franciscan Cardinal Luis Gerardo Cabrera Herrera, 69, Archbishop of Guayaquil, Ecuador; Cardinal Adalberto Martínez Flores, 73, Archbishop of Asunción, Paraguay; the 75-year-old Cardinal Carlos Gustavo Castillo Matasolio, Archbishop of Lima, Peru, best known as the progressive theologian and supporter of liberation theology; and the Salesian Cardinal Daniel Fernando Sturla Beuret, Archbishop of Montevideo, Uruguay, who was a public critic of Fiducia Supplicans, Cardinal Victor Manuel Fernández's decree permitting individual same-sex blessings under certain circumstances; and the 76-year-old Cardinal Leopoldo José Brenes Solorzano, Archbishop of Managua, Nicaragua, has been at the forefront of the clash between the Church in Nicaragua and the dictatorship of Manuel Ortega. Similarly, Cardinal Juan de la Caridad García Rodríguez, 76, Archbishop of San Cristóbal de la Habana in Cuba, has worked around the communist regime to promote catechesis among the young. In nearby Guatemala, Cardinal Álvaro Leonel Ramazzini y Meri, 77, Bishop of Huehuetenango, is a staunch defender of the unborn and of immigrants. Finally, in the Caribbean, Cardinal Chibli Langlois, 66, Bishop of Les Cayes, is the first and only cardinal from Haiti and has been conspicuous in his leadership in the face of Haiti's many political, economic, and natural disasters. Although unlikely that the region will be favored again so soon to lead the global church, the size of the electoral bloc and of the population of Catholics they represent explains their significant influence. At the Vatican, Benedict Cedegrian for EWTN News.